Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. If you've ever been here, you will know exactly where I am at right now. That is Lake Mineral Wells, and it is above the level that we are driving next to it at. That's a little concerning. This is called the Spillway, and when you come into Lake Mineral Wells State Park, you have to go across the spillway to get to the overnight area. Yeah, that's pretty neat. I'm digging it. It reminds me of being on one of those rickety roller coasters where you're having a ball, but you're also half scared to death. I'm going to head up, check out my campsite, and then check out the park. We're going to meet up with some friends later. I'm going to be here for 2 nights. It's right outside of Mineral Wells, Texas. So come along for the ride. Hey, David, roll my intro. Well, guys, I am staying in the Cross Timbers Trail section. If you go down this trail, they actually have rock climbing. You know, you bring your own gear, you sign a waiver, and you risk your life, and you have a ball. At my age, I'm going to watch the deer. I didn't even have to sign a waiver for this. But there are deer in the park. We spotted an Amarillo. Amarillo, I think that's a city. Let's try armadillo. Yeah. My neighbors got their cooler raided by some raccoons. And yeah, we even spotted 2 owls up in the tree last night. So that was kind of neat. That was very neat. That might be the only time I have seen owls in the wild, at least that I can remember. There's a big fire pit here with benches and a little speaking area. That's pretty neat. Real similar to other Texas state parks. They have some lodges you can rent. They have some shelters you can rent. This is my 3rd state park in 3 nights. And yeah, beautiful Lake Mineral Wells. Some are right on the lake. Some are kind of out in the woods. You can go to their website or give them a call and get some pricing. This spillway is a treat because from the area where we do our overnight camping to the rest of the park, you have to go over the spillway. So a few times a day, you go over the spillway, and I think it's really cool. Things to see in both directions. And we're a little elevated here, but once we get on the actual spillway, the water is above the level that you're driving at, and it's right there. A couple times there's been a boat, like right there where you're driving. It's an odd feeling. And last night, man, thousands of stars in the sky. Just amazing to look straight up and see that many stars, and then to have a good-sized city just a few miles away, But yeah, you can see here the water is above the level that we're driving at. So yeah, the stars, you can see a few of the planets. You can see the moon. Hey, do you know how the moon cuts his hair? Eclipse it. Eclipse it. No? Back to the state park? All right, it's a deal. But they have a nice beach here, right on the lake. People, so I was here Friday and Saturday, so stayed over Friday night and Saturday night. And yeah, good amount of people, but not too crowded. Everyone was enjoying themselves. They have a store right here at the beach. It looks like one of those old civilian conservation corps works. Yeah, where's it at? There it is. Very cool. They kind of have everything you would need camping. They got snacks and food and camping gear, and they rent kayaks and canoes here. There's several fishing piers throughout the park. So a lot of people were coming in here for the day just to fish. Lots of benches for old people. I don't want to mention any names. Me. People said they were catching crappie and catfish for the most part. A lot of little kids were catching perch. Everyone was happy. So this is the Trailways, and there's a good amount of trails through this park. And this goes down to a little amphitheater. So I had my good friend, Adventuring Art, volunteered to go film that for us. And I was going to joke with you and say this was me, and then at the end let you know it was Art. But Art was here just a few weeks ago, and he said it was worth seeing for you guys. I'm not sure what they do here. Probably talks, maybe little bands and things like that. It's a little bit of a hike from the parking lot, and it is a 5% grade, it says. And that's the little amphitheater down here. The parking lot is right up that path and then to the left. So that's kind of neat they have that. It's not quite Palladoro, but it's nice. I was wondering what this was. Was it part of an old Civilian Conservation Corps project? Or part of the old, like what was there? Whenever I see an old work like that, I want to know what it was. Lots of buzzards at the spillway today. I don't know what they found. But yeah, the buzzards really showed up. And we've had periods of clouds today, a few sprinkles, and brilliant sunshine mixed throughout. So it's been a good day. The humidity was a little high sleeping last night, like right around 90%, but it cooled off nicely. This is my campsite. I paid $21, and this is about half the site that I shown you here. This is an equestrian site, and there's places to tie off your horse, grill, table, Art and Mrs. Adventuring Art wound up setting up their tent right about there. And yeah, we had a good time just hanging out. Mrs. Adventuring cooked us a really good breakfast this morning, bacon and yeah, pancakes. Absolutely delicious. Thank you, Sandra. I got a fire going. I used all my Dub C learned skills and lit paper on fire and got these funky flames, which didn't work out great, but we thought we'd give them a try.
Ladies and gentlemen, funky colored flames. Let off.
What do you think? The smoke looks colored. Nothing.
I saw the flame. I saw the coloring right when I was over it.
Yeah.
But that was about it.
Green.
You can do a Bud's Backyard fire. Here they are. Owl 1, Owl 2.
All right. He's moving. What'd you say to him? You pissed him off.
Well, guys, I had a great time at Lake Mineral Wells State Park. Got to spend some time with Mr. and Mrs. Adventuring Art, and that's always fun. We ate some good meals. We got some Mexican food and brought it back to the campsite. It was absolutely delicious, and had to disappoint the buzzards. I'm not ready for you yet, guys. Just keep watching me. You'll be eating good one day. beautiful park, guys. Beautiful day. Mineral Wells, the town itself, was really cool. There's a lot to see there. The Baker Building. I still got to go to Woody's on the recommendation of my good friend Calvin and get a burger and a beer. It's supposed to be wonderful. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for all your kind comments. And thank you for watching.
To be or not to be? That is the question.